So we're going to talk a little bit about networking. And so yes, all about people and networking and being nice to people and not burning any bridges. And especially that last part, not burning any bridges. So maybe not as much for the younger people, but maybe the ones who have been in their career for a while. Does anyone have the experience of having met someone when they were a colleague and now they're running some company, or they're doing some great thing and you want to connect with them? So this happens. The lady at the cash register today could become who knows what 10 years from now or 15 years from now. So all your relationships are important because you never know what can happen in the future. So even if you don't like someone, even if you are having a conflict with someone, you can still be respectful. That is, to me, the ground. And then you have the conflict that you can work with above that. And I think if you can keep that groundedness, then you're going to be in a really great position to make sure that your relationships are rich, they're good, they're solid throughout your career. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about around networking is, what is your pitch? And it's very funny because I have a lot of sisters. So one of them, she had graduated from law school and she started in this firm. And my family didn't totally get what she was doing, because they would say to her, "Well, can you write up my will?" And she's like, "No, I do class action suits." Like, "No, I can't do your will. I know nothing about writing wills," or whatever it was. So nobody really knew what she did. And when people don't really know what you do, they can't help you. They don't even sort of understand in any way what the realm of your work is in terms of being able to refer clients to you, maybe refer people to you for mentoring, or maybe referring business to you. There's a lot of things that are connected to people having some sense of who you work for and what you do. And for the most part, what I find is it's very difficult for us to articulate that in a pitch that could be said in the elevator going from the 15th floor down to the ground floor. So is it tight? Is it succinct? And can you make that clear? Have you guys done this? Has anyone worked on this? Did anyone give me a pitch of what they do and who they are? So what we're going to do, real quick, is we're going to just pair up. We're going to do a little exercise right now, and you are going to try and tell the other person. Does everyone have a partner? So find a partner. So you're going to work on that. Okay, we're going to do one more little quick thing. I want you to think of one thing you need or want, like a request. So if you were talking to someone, what would your request be? So would it be, are you looking for, so I want you to just exchange this with the other person. They're not the person you're asking, but just, so in your career, you would love to talk to someone about how to become a CEO. You want to, what? What is it? You want to find a job. You want to learn more about something. What is one thing you're curious and inquisitive about? One thing, one question. And you're going to do that with your partner. All right. Anybody want to share anything about that? Could you come up with it easily? Or was it hard? Did you have to think about it? Hard? Easy? Okay. Well, I need to put you back in your groups, apparently. So usually sometimes people have difficulty finding what that ask is. But so for example, in my job, I'm in business development. I am looking for clients. I am looking for acquisitions. I better know what I'm asking for if I'm meeting somebody. Otherwise, they don't know because they can't read my mind. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to articulate and be clear about what do you want. You want clients? You want business? You want a connection to something? What do you want? And that will help you be clear with whoever you're speaking to and networking with. Okay? Awesome. Oh yes, so think about who you know right now. Sometimes we forget who we know right now. So I'll just tell you this little story that
Isn't that a deal breaker?
say that again, sorry?
Isn't that a deal breaker? You meet someone for the first time and you've done your ask. That's a down.
If I met you, like today, and we had a little chit chat, and we were at a networking thing, and I said to you, I wrote this book, and I'm really hoping that I can speak more. So if you have any speaking opportunities in your area of Lyme, I would really appreciate it if you let me know. Here's my card. How would you feel?
I feel used.
Okay. Other people, how would other people feel?
Fantastic.
Yeah, whatever most people, so I agree. Some people might feel that way. If someone asks me.
I thought you were talking to me because you like it, and all I can think of is, I mean, there's an angle. What she's looking for is some speaking engagements.
Right. Yeah.
That's me.
No, well, I think it's true. I think there are.
See, I think that line would be okay maybe after half an hour, maybe the second meeting or something. I don't know
Yes.
whether I do.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you. But I think people don't know what to ask to their family members who they've known for 25 years. They don't ask anything. They don't ask their friends who they've known for 25 or 30 years. So I think we could just start with that. We could be clear with the people we know even about what it is that we need their help with.
Or at the right time.
And at the right time. I absolutely appreciate your point. Yeah, I think that's very good. Excellent. So think about who you know right now. I was at, I did a little book launch in Toronto, and so lots of my friends and family met lots of different people, and my brother-in-law, about 2 days later, said, I can't believe you know someone at Rogers and you didn't tell me. I'm like, what? What? Like, who do I know at Rogers? So-and-so. I'm like, oh, right. Well, we're trying to pitch them. I told you we were trying to pitch telecommunications, blah, blah, blah. You didn't tell me that you knew somebody at Rogers. I'm like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. So you never know sometimes who you do know. So I had completely forgotten that a colleague of mine worked at Rogers, and I had not put two and two together that my brother-in-law was looking for a contact for that. So who do you know right now? Because you can build on existing relationships. So there's like an inner circle, the people you know the best, your family, your friends, people you know for a long time that you trust a lot. So in that inner circle, they also have an inner circle and an outer circle. And you can tap into their circles. Don't be afraid to do that. So your friends, your family members may have contacts that could be helpful to you. At least you can reach out to the people who you trust and who know you really well. So that's always a good start. And then beyond that, you can start to build out your sort of outer layer of work colleagues, school colleagues, and on it goes. And so we'll talk a little bit about how to do some of that. One of the things that I think can be really helpful in your career, especially when you're starting out, but even when you change jobs, for example, and you're in a new position, in a new company, is to try and join committees, try and join groups. And the reason is that most companies, whatever their size is, they might have a social committee. They might have a health and safety committee. They might have, a Christmas party or holiday party planning committee or something like that. They usually have these groups that are open to people from any department or from any area of the company or the organization. You can try and find out what is available for you to participate in. And what's the great benefit of that? Well, you meet a whole slew of people that you probably would not have interacted with normally. And you meet them, and they're from all different levels of the organization. So you start to have allies within the company at different levels and in different departments. This is really helpful, especially when you're trying to accomplish something, and you need your allies around you to help you get something done or a project finished and that sort of thing. So even within your own organization that you're working with, think about whether you've reached out to the colleagues that are already there.